For the last year and a half or so, I've hovered at around 10 or 11% body fat, and I'll definitely admit I'm very happy with the way my physique looks, but I've had a goal that I really want to see if I can actually get to that like bodybuilder crazy shredded look. And I'm going to be using the same techniques that I've shared with you guys and how I use my Apple Watch to track the calories I burn, as well as how I use my FitnessPal to track all the calories I eat. And I'm going to do this over the course of 5 weeks. Now, the interesting part about this is I'm going to try and do this completely natural. I take whey protein and I take pre-workout. So those are technically supplements, but I'm not on any steroids or anabolics. I've never ever tried any of that. The only things I've tried in the past, back in December of 2021, was testosterone for about 4.5 weeks. I didn't really like it. And then I've done a few cycles of creatine, but I'm currently not even on that. So the goal is to see how crazy shredded I can get. And I'm gonna bring you along for this journey over the next 5 weeks. So while you're watching this, grab yourself all of the yummy food you can and watch me kind of be a little bit miserable. One thing I do want to say is if you're thinking about trying this yourself, please use your own discretion. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, so watch this video from a more anecdotal perspective. Take this as my experience, and if there's certain things you can glean from it, great, but please be careful and please use your discretion. Also, if you're subject to any kind of eating disorders, this video may not be for you. I've linked nationaleatingdisorders.org in the description, so please check that out, and I wish you all the best. Today is Monday, July 4th, and I'm going to be ending this on Friday, August 5th. So I weighed myself this morning and I'm currently 166 pounds. And if you take a look here, this is what my current physique looks like. You can definitely see some body fat, especially in the lower back and lower abdomen area. And this is honestly the main area that I really want to see if I can shred down. And obviously upper body as well as legs, I just want to see how much more definition as well as muscle striations I can get. Just finished my strength training. It was chest and triceps today, and it honestly felt amazing. About to jump on the elliptical right now, do a little bit of cardio, but this is just day one, so I was expecting this workout to feel pretty good. I'm really trying to maximize these next couple weeks and really getting the most out of my workouts. So I'm gonna do some cardio right now, shower up, and then eat my first meal. So we're hitting some shoulders and biceps today. It's day 2, and I'm still feeling really good. The workouts are feeling amazing, but the closer we get to that 5-week mark, man, it's gonna get pretty rough, but I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fun. Sitting down for my first meal of the day. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm breaking my fast with what I normally eat. So it's a protein bar, a protein shake, some bread here, and a pear. This morning I did all my strength training, all my cardio, and I typically do all of my workouts within that fasted window, and I'm usually fasting for like 16 hours. Today is gonna be a pretty steep deficit day, but my daily average for the whole week is probably gonna be around a 600 to 800 calorie deficit, and I'll do a slight refeed. Probably on Sunday I'll hit like a maintenance calories. We're making salmon and broccoli later tonight for dinner, and it's gonna be magic. I'm feeling really good for the most part. I've maintained around an 800 calorie deficit over the last 4 days. The only thing is the last couple nights I didn't get the greatest sleep, probably about 5 or 6 hours each night. And this is mostly because I'm just putting a lot of extra stress on my body with the dieting as well as the intensity of the workouts this week. Today I would normally be working out and fasting, but I'm actually taking a slight rest day. I did some cardio earlier this morning, and what I'm gonna be doing today is actually what's called a refeed day. And so I'm gonna be eating about the maintenance calories that I'm burning today, so it's gonna be about 2,500 calories. And the purpose behind a refeed day is to just simply boost the metabolism, get that leptin hormone back up, and this is gonna help reduce some of the stress hormones in my body so I can sleep a little bit better. I'm actually gonna start eating my first meal here, probably like right after I film this. It's Sunday, it's the end of week 1. The last couple nights were much better sleep than Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm feeling really strong about going into week 2, and I'm really excited about the mental challenge over these next few weeks. I really want to see how much I can expand my mental dexterity, and I really know that this will transcend into other areas of my life. It is week 2, day 1. I'm still definitely waking up. My current weight this morning is 164, so I've lost a couple pounds. I think one of the biggest things I learned last week is that I went a little too steep on the deficit earlier in the week, and my body basically by the end of the week was like, we gotta bounce back. And that's why I upped the calories a little bit, started sleeping better. Last night's sleep was amazing. I think my main goal for this week is just to really maintain a solid deficit of around 500 calories each day and just stick to that without really needing to do a massive refeed. And I do want to say, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder here. I'm not trying to make this my career or anything. The big part of this for me is just that mental growth, self-mastery, if you will. And I know you might think, well, Brian, you're just trying to get shredded, right? But if you've ever tried anything like this, you'll know that the mental aspects of this are wild. If you haven't had a moment, definitely subscribe to my channel, hit that like button on this video. Super excited for this week ahead, and I'm stoked to be bringing you guys along for the ride. One thing I'm definitely making sure to do is update the health app on my iPhone with my current weight, and I'm gonna do this every single Monday when I do weigh-ins. Keep in mind, I am weighing myself around the same time every morning, just so I can have a rough average. So I'm gonna put in 164 on the app right now. Down 2 pounds. I'm halfway through week 2. I'm definitely feeling some of the effects of just being in a calorie deficit while still hitting my strength training hard and hitting my cardio. I'm just feeling overall a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued. And to be honest, this is all part of the process, and that's kind of when you know it's working. When you start feeling some of those types of symptoms, that's your body really being like, I gotta start pulling energy sources from somewhere if it's not from food and not enough food. The good part about all this is being that I have a very flexible diet, I'm still currently eating all the foods that I really like. We do air fried salmon, I did barbecue chicken sandwiches, I've been eating Cocoa Puffs and ice cream bars. It's so crazy that in this process, your mind tries to tell you like, oh, you gotta eat like just salads and chicken. And even though I know this already works, my mind is still trying to play the games with me. But this week I've been super locked in, and you just have to trust the process. So as you can see here, this is what my physique looked like on Monday morning. Definitely progressing in the right direction, and I'm already noticing like in my arms and legs, the veins are starting to pop out even more. I'm even finding new veins sprout up like on my upper legs, and that's also a really good indicator that it's working. In terms of my workouts, I've been hitting them quite hard. I've been doing pretty close to an hour's worth of cardio mixed between elliptical and walking, and then I've been doing like 60 to 80 minutes of strength training. It's been a lot. At this point, it's a pretty big numbers game in terms of really making sure my calories are super accurate with what I'm eating, as well as what I'm expending, and I'm using my Apple Watch to track all of it. And before you leave a comment about it, I definitely know what I track in terms of calories out and calories in. I know it's not 100% accurate, but this is also kind of why I'm doing this, because I want to see like when the calories really matter, when you're trying to get this lean, can the Apple Watch actually work? Can MyFitnessPal and how I track food actually work? So I've been averaging about 12 to 1300 active calories burned every day, and I've also been trying to eat around 200 grams of protein. So this is a little bit more than 1 gram of protein per my pound of body weight, but protein, like I've said before, is super filling. It keeps me full for a lot longer, so I'm able to really maintain a calorie deficit with a little bit more ease. Week 2 is pretty much all done. These past couple days, I've been a lot more mindful of my electrolyte intake, hydration, and ensuring that you're getting the appropriate ratio of electrolytes is crazy, crazy important. It keeps your nervous system, your muscles, your metabolism all functioning and firing the way it's supposed to be. It's the middle of week 3. I just trained my legs. I'm about to do abs and then jump on the elliptical, but today was just one of those days where I just did not feel like doing any of this. I'm definitely feeling a little bit of the brain fog, pretty exhausted. My sleep hasn't been the greatest. As I start moving forward deeper into this, I'm probably gonna start increasing my meal timing a little bit, maybe even doing a meal before my strength training. I've been doing most of my strength training and cardio all in a fasted state without any food in my system system, and the leaner I get, it's gonna make more sense to get at least one meal in and then do my strength training. I'll just have a little bit more energy. In my mind, the suffering is going to yield a little bit more reward in terms of self-improvement, self-growth, and just learning about myself. When you put yourself in these types of situations, you really start to learn where your mind wants to stop and how much more you can push past. And then again, as well, still being super careful with what I'm doing here, making sure I'm doing this in the healthiest way possible. So just gotta keep after it. It's Sunday, July 24th, and it's the end of week 3, and I'm actually feeling pretty good today. I'm pretty surprised at how amazing my body is just able to adapt to this kind of dieting. Earlier this week, the deficit was a little bit higher, probably between 500 to 700 calories, like Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, yesterday, and today, the calories have been up a little bit higher, and I've averaged probably somewhere between a 300 and 500 calorie deficit. My weight on Monday was 165 pounds. What I'm really paying attention to is what my physique composition is looking like. You can see here, this is what my physique looked like at the start of the week. Doing this for me has been like a master class in stress management, because I'm putting so much stress on my body and even more stress on my mind. One of the things I'm actually going to be doing starting tomorrow, I'm going to basically be doing no carbs. I kind of want to do a practice run of when I do my no carb days on week 5, and this is one of the main tactics that bodybuilders use before a competition or a show. So we will see how I'm really feeling going into next week. Here we go. 3 days into week 4, and I'm carb depleting. So Monday I had 20 grams of carbs. Yesterday I had 34 grams of carbs. Today I'm planning on about 33 grams of carbs, and then tomorrow is going to be about the same. In addition to carb depletion, I'm drinking a ton of water, probably around 200 fluid ounces of water every single day. This is just keeping the system flushing a ton of water. The reason why I'm doing this is because when you eliminate carbs from your diet, your body flushes glycogen stores, so it's flushing a bunch of water. And it's one of the things that bodybuilders will do typically on their what's called a peak week right before the show. Carb deplete, and then right before the show they'll reincorporate dry carbs to basically reintroduce glycogen into the muscles to look a lot more full but still look dry. If you can't tell, I'm pretty brain dead. When you deprive your body of carbohydrates, your body then switches to its basically ketones. It's the keto diet. If you're not used to, or your body hasn't adapted to the keto diet, you just get very brain fogged and just feel kind of loopy. But I'm still crushing all my strength training workouts. I'm doing all my cardio. I'm just running on fumes though. It's really crazy because I've really been in quite a state of depravity for the last few weeks here, and then especially since no carbs, where you think you can't push through, you can just continue to push further, and then your body just adapts to it. And it's I'm impressed with my own body and what it's able to do. I weighed in this morning at 160 pounds, which is the lightest I've weighed in years. Also, the food that I've been eating has actually been really good on this zero carb thing. Part of it almost feels like it's junk food because there's so much higher fat in these meals. You're just dude, this is a lot, but they're really tasty. I've been doing pretty much salads, spinach and iceberg lettuce with, I'll put some peanuts in there, peanuts. Sometimes when you say peanuts, it sounds like something else. Chicken in that, or salmon. And then I've been able to actually still do a protein shake. The whey protein I have is 1 carb for a 35 gram scoop, but I've actually been really enjoying the meals I've been eating. Time to go crush a workout. Friday, July 29th, and I've had 0 bread carbs at all this week. I'm about to eat some carbs right now, and I'm so excited for it. I just had a pair. This is some Cocoa Puffs with some of my protein shake here. I'm definitely getting crazy results by carb depleting. Now I'm what's called carb loading. And again, I'm just trying this out to see how my body responds to this. Just kind of make note of what tweaks I need to make going into next week. I don't know how people just do keto year round. It's crazy to me because my workouts have been trash. What I like about doing this kind of trial run this week is I know going into next week about what to expect, how I'm gonna be feeling, how my sleep's gonna be like. If I were to just do all this next week without any kind of idea of what to expect, it would make it a lot harder, and I'm just trying to cut out as many like uncontrollable variables as I can to look like crazy shit. I couldn't be more stoked about going into this final week because I'm ready to eat some food for sure. This whole past week, week 4, was pretty rough. Monday through Thursday, I ate on average between 30 and 40 grams of carbs. In addition to that, I was doing all of my strength training, all of my cardio. It was like 2+ hours of working out with no carbs in my system, and then still maintaining a very sufficient deficit, somewhere between 800 and 1,000 calories a day. And the reason why it's been so steep is because I'm trying to do this in 5 weeks, and the closer it's been getting, the more I've been like, I've got to push harder because I'm not quite close enough. But the nice news is on Friday morning, I weighed in at 159 pounds, which is like the lowest I've weighed since like high school. So on Monday, I weighed 165 pounds. So just within those 4 days of just depleting glycogen, I lost quite a bit of weight. Basically, week 4 has just been me working out, eating a meal, taking a nap, prepping another meal, eating another meal, maybe doing a little bit of work, but I've never felt such low energy in my life. That was Monday through Thursday. Then Friday I had some carbs. Yesterday I had some carbs. Today I woke up this morning feeling really good. I got some amazing sleep, but starting today again, as well as Monday and Tuesday, we're going back to no carbs. And then I'm gonna gradually increase my carbs Wednesday and Thursday, and then by Friday I should be nice and carb loaded and ready for a photo shoot. But yeah, if you can't tell, I am a bit brain dead still. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. It's one thing to just maintain a calorie deficit and do flexible dieting. That's what I've been doing. But to then really get those last like 4 or 5% body fat to like shed that off, it's some work and it's very challenging. It'll be nice just to be done with it. So I'm not just constantly thinking on it and thinking about my next meal and thinking about all the calories. It's too much. It's like I can't even do other things with my life. This past week though was definitely a good test just to see how my body responded to no carbs. I think one of the main tweaks I'm gonna make is I'm not really gonna adjust my water intake. Yesterday and the day before, I drank a little bit less water, thinking I would retain a bit less subcutaneous fluid. Wasn't really the case. Sodium, potassium, electrolytes, all of that's gonna stay the same. It's really gonna be no carbs for a few days and then bring back some carbs, maintaining a solid calorie deficit still, and then I think I'll be in a pretty good condition on Friday. Here we go, on to the final week. It's August 1st. It's the last week of this. This morning I weighed in at 163 pounds. My body's holding on to a little bit of water because of the carbs over the weekend, but yesterday was a low carb day. Today as well as tomorrow are gonna be very low carb days. A little bit of brain fog, a little bit of tiredness these next few days. I might need a few naps. I think I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna make it to Friday and can't wait to show you the progress I've been able to make in just 5 weeks. Well, it's Tuesday. I just hit shoulders and back, and now I'm doing some biceps. I'm gonna hit abs and then get on the elliptical. Being this close to Friday and being just as calorie restricted as I am, the workouts are just pretty much trash. I'm also actually dropping to like just strictly whole foods today, tomorrow, as well as Thursday. So I'm not gonna be eating all the normal fun stuff that I'm eating. It's just gonna be like truly very close to like a bodybuilder diet. Powering through these workouts, a little caffeine definitely helps. Tomorrow is the big day and Allie's right here putting her self-tanner on me, because if I'm trying to get shredded like a bodybuilder, well, I get super tan. So right now it looks kind of grayish green, but babe, apparently it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
I've literally never done this before. Every time Allie does this, what do I do, Bug?
Oh, you throw a fit. So you're not allowed to do this anymore.
I know. I am very grateful that I have an amazing wifey who's willing to sponge me and tan. So this is gonna get brown, right?
Yes, it's not gonna stay green.
I'm like second guessing the way this looks.
It's not gonna look weird. Like right now you're looking crazy. You're looking like what the bodybuilders actually look like after they're done.
Yeah.
But it's gonna look more natural.
And just before this, I literally shaved like every hair on my body.
Do you want to take your watch off?
Yeah. Apple Watch is coming off.
You can put it back on after it's dry.
Like in 6 hours?
No, like in 10 minutes.
Okay. Couldn't be more stoked to honestly be done with this and eat food. I better get some good sleep tonight. Huh, Bug?
Hopefully, it hasn't been that good.
It's been rough. It's been rough. Guys, don't do this. Please don't. Well, friends, this is it. The last meal. I just dropped some chicken. This is the last meal of this 5-week challenge. It's sweet potato, tomato. I don't even know. I don't even know what I made. Sweet potato, chicken breast, tomatoes, and some green onion. I've been eating a lot more carbs, about 300 grams of carbs today. I've got a few more carbs to eat later. It's like a piece of bread. Yeah, literally. And then I'm gonna sleep like a baby, and we're gonna wake up tomorrow and we're gonna take some photos. So this has been fun, and I am so glad it's over. So here's to 5 weeks. Allie's right here next to me eating pasta.
And bread.
And bread. It's pasta and bread. Is there, oh, and a little bit of chicken, like an ounce of chicken. If you're a bodybuilder out there watching this, I have a lot more appreciation and respect for you. This is not something I would do like as a career. What up? Friday morning. Let me back up here. It's Friday morning, August 5th, and I'm eating graham crackers, as well as salted rice cakes. Pretty much no protein, just carbs. My hair's looking a little bit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what my hair looks like right now. I got some good sleep last night, but I'm eating a bunch of carbs this morning because it's gonna fill out my muscles a little bit more. It's gonna replenish the glycogen stores. Well, Brian, why aren't you eating protein? I don't need protein because I'm not trying to build more muscle at this point. I'm just trying to create the effect that they're like more inflated, almost like you're inflating a balloon. So that's more or less the point of this. At this point, I'm going to just eat a fair amount of carbs, and then I'm gonna set up for the photo shoot and I'm gonna get this thing done. And I'm just happy to have like a fantastic meal later. I'm gonna lay out in the sun for a little bit, still drinking fluids, but not a ton. This is the moment that I've been working so hard for, the photo shoot. If you look over here, you can see I've completely cleared out my office. Just got it pretty much all emptied out because it's all set up for the photo shoot. So I've got this dome light here that I use for like all my YouTube videos. And then I just got this nice little lamp here. It's just kind of aesthetic, but also behind this little like utility box is an outlet that I wanted to cover because
Look at you.
that's kind of ugly. And I've got a big 80-pound dumbbell on the bottom of this dome light because if I didn't have that, this thing would literally tip over. I've been working so hard for this moment. It's definitely the hardest thing I've ever put myself through, and I don't know that I'll ever do it again. Bug, what do you think? Should I do it again?
Absolutely not.
But I've learned a lot, and I'm gonna make a lot of future videos just on what I've learned. But for now, we're gonna take some photos, take some videos, and I can't wait to show you guys the results. Today is August 19th and it's been exactly 2 weeks since August 5th, and I've got to say I'm super happy with the results I was able to achieve in just 5 weeks. This challenge was absolutely crazy. This is what I looked like on July 4th, and then here's what I looked like on August 5th, and you can definitely see a significant transformation. I would say I got down to about 7 or 8% body fat, and my final weight was around 162 pounds. Like I said, I'm super happy with what I was able to achieve. This was so taxing, not only on my body, but more so the mental aspects. It was pretty crazy. I definitely thought I was gonna be able to get leaner than this, like maybe 6% body fat, but in hindsight, if I really wanted to get that lean, I really should have given myself at least 10 or 12 weeks to do this, and this would have just helped me not try and force the progress each week. I really found myself restricting calories a little bit more than I would have liked to, and this affected my sleep and my hormones, my cortisol. It was not the ideal situation, but I'm still super happy with what I was able to achieve in 5 weeks. Right now I'm thinking I probably won't do this ever again, but maybe next year, maybe 2023, I'll try something like this. But this has really just taught me the importance of balance and moderation, and you really do take for granted just sleeping good and feeling good when you're able to eat more calories. Since August 5th, I've been on pretty much a diet break. I haven't really even been tracking much food. I've still been hitting my workouts, but I've just been really trying to relax and rest to let my body recover a little bit. I've still maintained a weight in the low 160s, which is great. I feel really comfortable at this weight. And even this morning after my chest workout, this is what my physique currently looks like. You can see I'm definitely not quite as lean, but I'm still pretty lean and I feel pretty comfortable maintaining this physique. But I learned so much over these last 5 weeks, like a ton. And I'm actually gonna be making a separate video just on what I learned from this 5-week challenge. And I'm gonna be putting out this video within the next week. So if you're watching this video and that one's already out, just click up above and you can take a look at everything I learned over these last 5 weeks. And there's gonna be a ton of helpful things for you to take note of in that video. And if you're watching this before that video is out, thanks for being here early, but that's coming soon. Well, this was by far the craziest thing I think I've ever put myself through. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave something nice in the comments. I've got so many more videos coming your way. Check the link in the description for lots of stuff. If you need good music for your videos, check out moodsounddesign.com. All of the music in every single one of my videos is from Mood Sound Design. It's the music licensing company that I founded. Thank you guys so much for watching. This one definitely means a lot to me, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. We just finished the photo shoot, and I've got dark chocolate, graham crackers. I just crushed this protein bar. It's the quickest thing I could grab, honestly. We're gonna order some food tonight, but we're also shooting tomorrow, so I can't indulge too hard because I still want to look halfway decent for those photos. But I am going to enjoy my life for the next week at least. Today's Friday, so I'm probably not even gonna work out till Monday. I'm gonna relax. It'll probably feel weird because I've been working out and cooking and sleeping for the last 2 or 3 weeks, Bug?
I don't know, so it's been a year.
It's like if I'm not working out, I'm cooking a meal. If I'm not cooking a meal, I'm exhausted, so I need to take a nap and I try and get a little work done. So now it's finally done. I mean, I've got a bunch to edit, but I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm worried about this. Look, it's like a little s'mores, a dark chocolate. Oh. That gave me goosebumps eating that. So good. Great work, Bug. We crushed it. The photo shoot went amazing. Oh.
Happy?
Super happy. Now I'm gonna eat and sleep. This is my current phone lock screen right here. That was me in April of 2018. And that's just a reminder and a motivation, I am not that dude anymore.